Hi, Assalamualaikum. Here are some things that you need to know before you visit Malaysia. Give pastries, chocolates, and halal foods. Siyempre, mas ma-appreciate nila yun kapag yung binigay mo sa kanila is yung makakain din nila, no? So, huwag kang magbibigay ng something na may halo ng baboy or pig's blood. Kasi may Islam or Muslim sila na ethnicity, so hindi sila kumakain. Give and receive gifts with both hands. Because Malaysian thinks na kapag isa lang ang kamay na ginamit mo, parang medyo rude sa paningin nila. So, kapag dalawang kamay, which means parang bibigay ka ng respect, tsaka na-appreciate mo talaga yung gifts na binigay sa'yo. No kissing or PDA in public. Kasi, pangit nga naman tignan mo, na may nakikita kang naghahalikan in public. No? So, syempre may tamang lugar para doon at may tamang oras at hindi yun sa public. Tsaka, ang Malaysians is conservative sila kasi nga may ethnicity sila na Muslim. No? Alam naman natin ang mga babae na Muslim is dapat nire-respeto o hindi mo dapat yung nahawakan. So, kung bibisita ka doon, respect yourself and respect the place na rin. Do not greet with a kiss. Guys, bawal sa kanila yun kasi may proper way sila ng pag-greet, which is yung paglalagay mo ng kamay sa puso at pagbabaw. Yun yung proper way. Lalo na kapag ang kausap mo is babae or elders or mas mataas yung rango sa'yo, hintayin mo sila na sila mismo yung mag-extend ng kamay nila and then tsaka mo i-shake yung kamay nila kasi yun yung tama. Do not wear shoes inside the house or indoors. Kasi parang tayo lang din Filipino yan na ayaw natin pinapasok yung sapatos natin sa loob ng bahay kasi nga marumi at galing ka sa labas. So, gano'n lang din sa Malaysia. They think na marumi yung sapatos kaya dapat hindi may papasok sa loob ng bahay. Do not give alcoholic drinks. Guys, ang Malaysian, hindi sila umiinom ng alcohol due to the principle of Hindu, Islam, and Buddhism. So, yun lang yung dahilan doon dahil bawal sa kanila. Pero sa atin guys, nasa Philippines, shot till you drop. No? Gin pinya lang malakas. Avoid using white and yellow wrapping paper because Malaysian believe na yung white is color siya ng pagluluksa and death. And yung yellow or gold is color siya ng royalty. So, sino ka lang dyan para gumamit ng color gold, sis? Do not touch someone's head, lalo na yung mga bata. Kasi Malaysians believe na sacred yung ulo nila. So, huwag kang mga hawak ng ulo ng iba. That's it for today's video. Follow for more. Let us know more about the flag of Malaysia. So, the Malaysian flag was called as Stripes of Glory, or in their language, Jalur Gemilang. It consists of 14 alternating red and white strips along the flag and a blue canton bearing a crest. A crest that has a 14-point star known as Bintang Persekutan or Federal Star. The 14 strips of equal width represents the equal status in the federation of the 13 member states and the federal territories, while the 14 points of the star represents the unity between the entities. The crescent represents Islam, the country's state religion, and the blue canton symbolizes the unity of the Malaysian people. The yellow of the star and the crescent is the royal color of the Malay rulers. So yung unang design ng flag nila is a 11-point star and an 11 stripes noong May 26, 1950. Then binago nila to noong September 16, 1963 na ginawa nilang 14-point star and 14 stripes yung flag na ginagamit nila hanggang ngayon. And this is Mohammed Hamza, the designer of their flag. That's it for today's video. Follow for more. Table or eating etiquettes that you need to know before visiting Malaysia. It is common for food to be cut in bite-sized pieces, so knives are rarely used. So, spoon and fork lang ginagamit nila kasi bite-size lang naman yung foods and madali na lang kainin yun with spoon and fork. Always wash your hands before serving or giving food to Malaysians. Hygiene ba guys? Hygiene. Right hand should be used to pass the food to your mouth. Kasi Malaysians believe na yung left hand mo is yun yung ginagamit mo panglinis ng katawan mo and panglinis sa bum mo. So, madumi yung left hand. So, don't use it for food. Leaving a small amount of food in your plate indicates na nabusog ka at nasatisfied ka sa food. Kasi pag naubos mo yon sa kanila, ititik nila yun as gusto mo pang kumain ulit. So, kung gusto mo pang kumain ulit, edusimutin mo yun sa plato mo, sis. It is considered a bad etiquette to walk while eating. Ako maisip ng picture, so ayan pa ako na lang. For Malays, it is a common practice to eat with a hand or with a spoon and fork. For Malaysian Chinese, the common utensils are spoon, fork, and chopsticks. For Malaysian Indians, it is common to eat with a spoon in one hand. So, walang fork or knife. Spoon lang. That's it for today's video, Vebs. Follow for more. Happy friend. Facts and information about the educational system of Malaysia, Part 1. Here are the list of the different school levels and the typical ages. For preschool, it has 3 years, and the primary school consists of 6 years. Yung secondary school na tinatawag nilang form na may consist of 5 years. Pre-university na may upper and lower form 6 na consist of 2 years. Siyempre, tertiary education na depende na rin sa edad. There is no fixed rules on when a child need to start preschool education, pero karamihan ay nag-aaral na at the age of 3. Schooling can begin earlier from age of 3 to 6 in kindergarten, then proceed sa primary school at age of 7. No formal na preschool curriculum except a formal mandatory training and certification for principals and teachers bago sila makapag-operate ng isang preschool. The training covers lesson on child psychology, pagtuturo ng methodologies, and other related curricula on childcare. Preschool education is not compulsory. Preschool education is mainly provided by private schools at ang ilang preschools naman ay pinapatakbo ng government or religious groups. Primary education starts at age 7 na nagtatagal ng 6 years. Tinatawag nila na year 1 to 6. Year 1 to 3 are classified as level 1, while yung year 4 to 6 naman ay considered as level 2. Students are promoted to the next year regardless of their academic performances. Bago tumuloy sa secondary education, ang year 6 pupils sit for the Primary School Achievement Test or Ujian Pencapaian Lekola Renda or UPSR. The subjects tested are Malay comprehension, Malay writing, English comprehension, English writing, science, and mathematics. Dagdag pa rito ang Chinese comprehension and Chinese writing na compulsory sa Chinese schools, while Tamil comprehension and written Tamil are compulsory in Tamil schools. That's it for the first part. Follow for part 2. Ang dami talaga nag-aabang sa inyo guys ng part 2 ng educational system of Malaysia, and eto na. Chares! Public secondary education in Malaysia is provided by National Secondary School or Sekolah Menig Kebangan or SMK. Ang national secondary schools ay gumagamit ng Malay because it is the national language of Malaysia, while English is a compulsory subject in all schools. As in primary schools, a national secondary must provide teaching of Chinese and Tamil languages as well as indigenous language. Secondary education lasts for 5 years, referred to as Form 1 to 5. Form 1 to 3 ay lower secondary, while Form 4 to 5 are known as upper secondary. Students from national type primary schools have the additional requirements to obtain a minimum D grade para sa Malay subjects in UPSR. Co-curricular activities are compulsory at the secondary level, where all the students must participate in at least 2 activities for most states and 3 activities for Sarawak region. Co-curricular activities are often categorized under the following: uniform groups, performing arts, club and societies, sports and games. Students may also participate in more than 2 co-curricular activities. At the end of Form 5 or Year 5, students are required to take Sijil Pelajaran Malaysia or SPM or Malaysian Certificate of Education examination before graduating secondary school. Secondary education is heavily subsidized by the government. Before the introduction of the matriculation system, the students who are aiming to enter public universities is kailangan munang kompletuhin ang additional 18 months of secondary schooling in Form 6 and sit the Malaysian Higher School Certificate or CJ Tunggi Persuklahan Malaysia or STPM. Students who completed a 12-month program in matriculation colleges can enroll in local universities. Excellence in this examination does not guarantee a place in a public university. The classification of tertiary education in Malaysia is organized upon the Malaysian Qualification Framework. Seeks to set up unified system or post-secondary qualification na in-offer on a national basis in the vocational and higher education sectors. Apart from national schools, there are other types of schools in Malaysia, which is yung Islamic religious groups and Chinese independent high schools. Thank you for watching.